Well, good evening, my friends. So today, as you can see, we have a bunch of food here. And by looking at the title, you kind of know what we're already making. But for those of you just clicked on the video, decided to start watching, we're going to be making cheeseburger pods from Animal Kingdom in Pandora from the Satu'li Canteen. These were awesome when we got them. They're basically just like McDonald's cheeseburgers wrapped up in a little bao bun. But I don't have a bao bun maker or a steamer, so we're going to improvise today, because that's what I do best, is improvise. I got myself a cake pan. I'm going to fill that up a little bit with water, try to create a little steaming action, and if that doesn't work, we're going to go to plan B. What's plan B? We'll figure it out. So for now, let's get started. So step one is basically to brown your meat. We got turkey here. It calls for beef, but we're using turkey today. I'm going to put it with some onion. The recipe doesn't call for onion, but it's a cheeseburger pod. You want it to taste really good. So we're going to mix it up. I'm going to put some onion in there, get that a little brown, and we're going to fry up the turkey, get that brown as well, and some seasoning. It does say salt, pepper, garlic powder. I got the garlic powder, and I got this hamburger seasoning, so we're going to use that as well. Okay, so we got our meat browned, which, again, I used turkey, used a pound. Recipe called for a pound of beef. Could swap it out, use whatever. I added in half of a white onion I had laying around. So I put that in there. Put the seasoning, the hamburger seasoning, the garlic powder. You could use whatever seasonings you want. It's basically a hamburger, so whatever you throw in there. So now we turn our attention over here. We got a half a cup of mustard. Recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of dill pickle relish, not sweet. That's the sweet one, so I used half of it. I used 2 tablespoons. And then I also used 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard. So we're going to throw that in here. Again, your main purpose here was just to brown the meat and to cook it fully through. We put it down to medium. So now we're going to throw this in here. Yep. It looks not that appeasing. So, but it smells good. The turkey smells really, really good. So now we're going to mix this together and let it do its thing. Alright, so it says to let it simmer over medium heat for a minute and just get all this mixed together. And then we're going to add our cheese in. Alright, so now we mixed it all together. We mixed the relish, the mustard, the ketchup with the meat. So now the recipe calls for 1 cup shredded cheddar cheese, fresh grated. Yeah, this is, it was once fresh. According to this, it should still be good until November. So, we're going to improvise, like I do mostly. And I just do my own thing. We're going to add triple cheddar. And triple cheddar? Why have 1 cheddar when you can have 3? Makes it so much better. So I'm going to mix it. Well, I'm actually not going to mix it in. What's it say? It just says, oh, I completely missed the recipe. So, blah, blah, blah. So now we turn the heat off, and we're going to put in our cheese until it's melted and combined. Alright, so we got our cheese in. It's 1 cup, so it does look like a lot. But we're going to mix it together and see what it creates, I guess. So, be back shortly. Alright, so it melted up really quickly. And literally it took about maybe 20-30 seconds to do all that. So, I'm going to put that to the side. Now I have to get the interesting part going, and that's going to be getting 3 cans of biscuits. God knows why I need 3 cans of biscuits for this recipe. But I could just make 2 giant ones. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do what the recipe calls for and go from there and see what happens. But the meat's ready. We're going to push that to the side. We're going to get the parchment paper out now. And we're going to go from there. Wish me luck. Just want to put a little, not really a hack, But these little kitchen parchment paper sheets, these things are awesome. I have like literally about 5 packs of these things, and I keep them right in my spice drawer here. So I told you I don't really have I don't have a steamer. I'm not going to say really don't have one. I don't have one because I don't steam things. So we got ourselves a giant pot, a little bit of water, maybe say an inch of water, and I got a cake pan. And I cut the parchment paper. It said cut little circles. I don't have that time or patience to do that, so we just cut one to fit this. My plan is to heat this up, get this boiling, stick this on here. You have a little bit of a gap. We're going to stick that on there, the lid, and hope it steams. So I got to steam for like 15 minutes. So we're going to test out a couple of them, and we're going to see if that works. If not, I'm going to think of plan B, which my wife said to do just a colander, like a stainless steel colander, stick it in there, and see if that'll work. So we're going to test this out first. The recipe does say use the parchment paper so it doesn't stick. The only reason I'm not using the colander, which actually fits better because we did steam crabs, like crab legs in here before. The only reason I'm not doing it is because it doesn't have enough surface space. Because of the dip and all that. So we're going to try this out, see how this works. For now, I'm going to pop open the biscuits and I guess start assembling. We're going to read the directions and see exactly what I need to do. Alright, the benefit of using generic biscuits. It says it makes 10. I've got 9, 8 of them being normal and then 1 being jumbo. So it says to fill it up with 1 to 2 tablespoons of the mixture in each one, then place in your basket and steam it for 15 minutes. So I'm going to try it, and I don't know why I'm making 30 of these things. Oh, my count goes right, it's like 27, but guess we'll open those surprises up later. But yeah, I don't know why I'm making a bunch of them, because the ones in the restaurant, from what I remember, it's been probably about a year and a half or so since we had them. They're a decent size. So I'm going to do a couple of them, see how it turns out, and then adjust at that point. So right now I'm going to fill these up and wrap them up till it look like a little bao bun. Alright, so change of plan. I'm doing the 10 biscuits, but I doubled them up and made them bigger. And I'm going to do a little bit more filling. I'm going to do it the way I think it should be done, not how the actual recipe tells me. And the thing about recipes and me, they don't really work together well. I always improvise and do my own twist on them and my own thinking on it. 9 times out of 10 it comes out good. Hopefully this is not the 1 out of 10 that doesn't. But I think they're going to come out good. I'm going to start filling them up now and then stick them in. Okay, so I got half of the filling, more or less, into 1 package of the biscuits. And again, remember, it was 10 small biscuits, and it says don't use grand biscuits or flaky biscuits, so I just use everyday buttermilk biscuits. The mixture, that mixture was good. It is really good. I'm excited to get these in, but again, this was half of the mixture. I'm gonna do these 5 and another 5, so I'll have a total of 10 bao buns once it's all said and done. But I used half the mixture. Original recipe called for like a tablespoon or 1 to 2 tablespoons or less. I think I'm over there. So or I doubled it. So we're gonna get started in the making a bao bun process. So I dumped it on there and I just transferred it to another piece of parchment paper, and I'm stretching out the outside, kind of like a pizza, where most of the toppings are in the middle. But you're stretching out just like pizza dough, so we're going to do that. I'm going to fold it to make a bao bun. Alright, so it looks good. You see the knife there, I poked a hole in the top just to let it steam out. And I think it's going to work. Hopefully it does. I'm going to do the other 4, and then we're going to stick them into the pot and start cooking. Okay, here they are. Here's the 5 of them. So now we're going to stick them in a steamer, and I already burnt my arm. So We're going to try not to do that one again. I think it's steaming up pretty good, so I think this will work. Alright, they're going in. 15 minutes. Starts now. So we're about halfway through the cooking process. They have bulked up a bit. I'm excited. And here's the rest of them. So I'm going to wrap these up now. Get them into little bao buns. So just another tip. If you guys don't want to steam them, you don't have to. Just put them in the oven, bake them according to the directions on your little generic tube of biscuits. I would recommend putting some sesame seeds on them, spicing it up a little bit, do whatever. I was going to. I grabbed the sesame seeds for these, but my wife's like, nope, don't do it. And then I'm like, it probably won't be the best on steamed buns. I don't know, but I'm going to do it this time around. You don't have to do it at all. You can just bake them. Alright, so I got the second batch going, and here's the final product. I kind of had them stick together. I tried not to stick them together too much on here. Just because it sticks and kind of makes holes. But they look good. They're cooked, hopefully. Knock on wood. But we're about to dig in, try them out, and let you know what we think. So I just cut one open. I haven't tried it yet. I just cut it open so I could show you guys. You could see the biscuits fully cooked. Looks good inside. Here's the other ones. Alright, we just finished. I'd say about 80% there. I would do less cheese because we both felt it was a little bit too salty. More relish. Could have, got a little bit more sweetness out of it. But overall, my wife loved it. I loved it. I would do that again, right? Definitely. It was the consistency of the dough. Shockingly, I would say perfect. It was great. 15 minutes, this contraption I did worked perfectly. So they were really good. Bacon, don't put the bacon in. Bad thought. But I'm going to definitely try this recipe out. Maybe with pulled chicken, pulled pork. Put my own spin. Also, we would do more onion in here. But it's really good. It's getting to where it's like the real thing. Homemade version. It's not going to be exactly like the real thing. Damn close to it. So I was happy with it. My wife was super happy with it. We're going to make the other 5 and stick them away for another day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And hopefully soon I can get up another video. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint of what I'm planning on doing. Just a small hint. Rum, baby. So stay tuned for that. And it's going to be really delicious. I'm hoping it's going to be really delicious, but these are the bao buns from the Satu'li Canteen in the world of Pandora, which now makes me want to go to Pandora and ride Flight of Passage over and over again, because it's been since October of last year since we were in Animal Kingdom. It's been too long. We need to get back out there eventually. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely try it at home. I enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it. Really good. So keep watching for more. And make sure to check out the videos that we're going to post up right now. Those are our latest ones. Check out the glamping tent that we did. That was so much fun. And then us going back to Magic Kingdom after it being closed for several months. See what we thought about it. So until next time, bye.